Oh, hell yeah. All right, so anytime you buy a watermelon, just throw it into the, you know what I mean, the refrigerator. What are we doing today? Well, hell yeah, we're gonna take some watermelon, make some watermelon juice, take it to the job site, you know what I mean? It's 100 degrees outside. You just, you know what I mean? And so we're gonna take, oh, this is too cold to touch. And like, I'm gonna get frostbite. Whoa. And anyway, so we're just gonna cut it in half and make some watermelon juice. Now, the trick to doing anything with watermelon, like I wish this was more fresh and so clean, but just yesterday I cut some squash with it, you know what I mean? And not cooked squash, just raw, you know, so we haven't done too much with this. But anytime you're working with watermelon, use, just rinse all your dishes, any utensil that you use with cold water, you know what I mean? So we're gonna use this plate. It might have a little bit of, you know what I mean? Look at that, little suds. You know, you just get rid of those. You could go hot and then cold, you know, if you're just really crazy. But if you're just part way, just use cold water. And there you go. So now that's just so fresh and so clean. And get rid of your stickers. And, you know, we're just going to do half. So we're just going to do cut and go. And now we'll just do everything on the plate. Pretty much, we don't have to do everything on the plate yet. Whoa. Here's like a little fancy tip. You don't need much, but you just get a flat surface. Whoa, look at that. And now we're just good to go. And we don't want to lose any of this good watermelon. So we're just going to go down the sides. And essentially, we're just going to turn it into watermelon juice and put it in the thermos. If you didn't get the gist, that is, if you've already flipped to the end of the video and you're not with me, I mean, that's, whoa, I'm going to just kill myself. All right, that's what we're doing. We're just going to make watermelon juice. So, heck yeah, you know. Oh, look at that. It just came off in one go. Now, I would do all your, take a couple trips to the garbage can. Don't touch anything. Hell yeah, because we just want to make sure this watermelon is just, you're kind of making, you know, a surgery table for the watermelon. You know what I mean? A clean room for the watermelon. We don't want any other flavors besides watermelon and the inside of my thermos. You know what I mean? We know what that's about. Okay, and then just fresh paper towel. That's kind of a waste, but whatever. And I really shouldn't have touched that. Whoa, this video is really wasteful. So we're gonna reuse these at a later date. Just throw them over there. And okay, now here's how you do it. You want to make a bunch of little cubes. You go like this about 4 times. I don't know. You can go thicker this way, but now once you get it turned, heck yeah, you can go as thin as you want, thin to win, because we're just gonna make little cubes. And now these little cubes will just blend up in the blender, just so crazy well. Okay, and then we're gonna go this way. Now this is where the cubes start to happen. And yeah, I messed it up last time. You know what I mean? But that's why we're just gonna have 100 watermelon. Every time I touch a watermelon, we're gonna make a video. Man, and I really do. You know, I just made soup in this, and then honestly, you're supposed to. So now we're gonna go hot water, cold water. Doesn't really matter. We're just gonna fill it up. But you know, you actually get a decent amount of salt in there. And now, we don't want any of this salt flavor with our watermelon. But essentially what we're doing, that's good enough. You know, that salt will kind of take out the flavor of the blender. All right, you know what I mean? And look at that. Yeah, I bet you that had a lot of soup flavor. You know, we did roasted squash, we did roasted sweet potato, we did a little curry powder. Yeah, that adds up. So essentially, we're gonna do kind of hot water, do the hot water rinse a couple times, and now we're gonna go. Like I said, anytime you're dealing with watermelon, you got to go cold. Everything's got to be frigid cold. So now we're gonna get this back up to temperature. All right, that's back up to temperature. And while this fills up, we're gonna go grab our thermos. And yeah, what do we get? We got our thermos. All right, so we're back at it. We got our thermos, and heck yeah, oh, that's nice and full. We're gonna do the same thing with our thermos. Holy Toledo, I cleaned it out real good the other day. But yeah, basically you just want a clean room, you know what I mean? You want to, yeah, I think we get it. Well, why am I doing it like this? There we go. Oh, look at that, and half a watermelon. That's perfect. All right, we're gonna, okay, so that's done. Oh, and the other thing, we'll see, we need to prep. So you do need a lot of tools to make watermelon juice. You need the strainer, and then you need another bowl. And it helps if you have one of these bowls that you can pour out the watermelon juice. Okay, so heck yeah. So same thing, just kind of rinsing everything down. Anything that might have a little residue on it. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And just, you know, just to get that extra fresh flavor is so worth it, so worth it. All right, we're just gonna throw that in there. Now here is where you can super mess up, especially if you got a Vitamix. I mean, you're just barely blending. We're almost done. We're basically done. We're basically done. We'll go one more. And I think I did it too much right there. Like literally, like that was too much. Because now we're gonna pour it in. No, that wasn't too much. I think this is actually perfect. We'll see if it was too little. But now we're gonna do the shake. Whoa, it might have been too little, but this will be extra, you know, all the pulp is right there. And if you do the shake, or whatever this is, you know, it's the centrifuge. And then you kind of make this little alien blob of watermelon. Now that thing's alive, so you gotta throw it away real fast. So, okay, so hell yeah, look at all that watermelon juice. And we got our watermelon blob. Watermelon blob goes in the trash. All right, and now you kind of do everything in reverse. So now we're gonna rinse everything down, so fresh and so clean. Whew, yeah, this thing, whoa. Well, let's get our precious watermelon juice out of there. And hell yeah, we'll come back to that. But just so you see, this is probably the best way to clean your strainer, get it ready for next time. All right, nice hot water. All right, that's done. Now sure, I might be able to use this plate again, so we'll just put it somewhere where we can remember it. Whoa, we got watermelon everywhere. Into the pecans. All right, now we're rinsing everything with hot water. We might want to do this again. So we're gonna put this back. Man, yep, sometimes I don't have any plastic wrap, I don't have any cling wrap, and so I just throw it in here and then I'll cut the top off, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just gonna eat that later tonight, so we'll be good to go. And it totally is nice to have a refrigerator that don't have no food in it, because it won't take smells of anything else. All right, basically done there. Now you want to get to the main event, and we really shouldn't be dilly-dallying on this part because, you know, we don't want it to lose any coldness. And so, heck yeah. So there's the thermos, and we got a nice little pour spout. And whatever don't fill that thermos will be for us right now. All right, let's do it. Whoa, we're everywhere. And it's a little pulpy. You know what I mean? That's why you don't want to blend it too much. And that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be perfect, and it was. So there is none. We're going to have to wait to drink it. But I'm going to take my camera with me onto the job site, and we're going to see me drink that down and just look so refreshed. I think that's how you say it. Cold water, anytime you're rinsing off your thermos, you don't want to lose that. And we'll see if I'm going to drink this in about maybe 2 hours, and it's 100 degrees out. I don't got a cap for it, but hopefully it stays nice and cold. It feels real cold, and so I'll catch you on the flip side. Oh, hell yeah. All right, so we got our watermelon juice. Man, and it was sunny. Well, this is like the first day we got like afternoon thunder showers, you know what I mean, that might be approaching. So hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, let's get this on top of our head, and let's see how cold it is. I don't know if you can see how cold it is from the video, but oh yeah. Now you got the pulp on top, so the first couple drinks, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's cold enough. Hell yeah, yeah, it's refreshing. And yeah, we're just trying to suck off all that pulp, because there is a little bit of pulp, but then it gets down to just the juice. Hell yeah, underneath, I think you can tell. I think you can tell. Oh, I'm so bad at drinking on camera. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna choke and throw up at the same time. But we're doing it, we're doing it. Oh yeah, man, that's refreshing. And then you get watermelon all over your mustache, and hell yeah, it's just so cool. And yeah, hell, Thermos. We all have one. We all have one. It's probably gross as hell because you don't store it with the cap off. You gotta store these with the cap. That's all you got. Even if you don't clean it, just for God's sake, just take off the cap once you're done. Once the contents are empty, well, once you took that last swig, take off the cap and just kick it like a mile, and then your Thermos, you can use it for the rest of its life, for the rest of your life maybe too. Hell yeah, because it's Thermos. All right, that's a video.